The bigger overarching goal is building an asset that you can eventually sell for a profit. And in many cases, the sale is a major part of the ROI picture. Hi, everyone. I'm David Floyd with The Perfect Franchise. And one of the most common questions that I get from clients is, what does a smart exit strategy look like in franchising? It's a very important question and one that we're going to talk about today. When you own a franchise, it's all about the daily wins. It's serving your customers, it's leading your teams, it's hitting your growth targets. But the bigger overarching goal is building an asset that you can eventually sell for a profit. And in many cases, the sale is a major part of the ROI picture. So smart owners start planning for that exit early. It's an area that I have some experience with. I personally built and sold 2 franchise businesses successfully. And so today we're going to talk about, when do you sell and how do you maximize the value you take home when you do? One of the very important things to think about when you sell a business is timing. Businesses are worth the most when they've shown consistent growth and clear profitability. Buyers pay for momentum. The best time to sell is when you're on an upward trajectory with a believable path for future growth. You want to avoid selling during or right after a slump. You want your numbers to tell a story that the business is strong and the future growth potential is high. Another thing that's important to consider is your why matters. When you go to sell a business, your buyers are going to ask you, why are you selling? You need to be ready with a clear, honest answer. Are you pursuing a new challenge? Are you retiring? Is this business maybe no longer a fit for your lifestyle? Whatever it is, make sure you're ready to have an honest conversation with that potential buyer. How do you maximize your value? One of the most important things you can do as a business owner is keep impeccable records. Keep meticulous financial statements, payroll reports, employee files, maintenance logs, marketing data. You want to make the due diligence process as easy and as transparent for the buyer as possible. Confident buyers pay more. You also want to make sure that you run a tight operation. Make sure you have a well-trained, reliable team. Make sure you keep your location and your equipment in great working order. Make sure you stay fully compliant with franchisor standards. The less a buyer has to come in and fix on day one, the more attractive your business becomes. Another important aspect, build a strong local brand. Think about your reviews, your social media presence, your community involvement. These are all assets. Make sure that they're very visible to the buyer. Buyers aren't just purchasing cash flow and revenue streams, they're purchasing goodwill and momentum that you've built in that community. Another thing that a lot of people don't think about are, one of the things you want to do when you're selling a franchise is make sure you have a great relationship with your franchisor. Most franchise agreements say that franchisor has to approve a new buyer. Make sure you have a great relationship with them. Follow the transfer process. Make sure that you're in good standing. They're going to help to make sure that that deal moves smoothly when you're ready to sell. The last thing that's important to understand is, how do you value your business? Franchises are most commonly valued using a multiple of your cash flow. Or if it's equipment heavy or asset heavy business, it might be an asset-based approach, but it's typically cash flow. The right method is going to depend on your size, your stability, your growth story. One of the most important things you can do is surround yourself with the right experts. Make sure you have a franchise-focused business broker to help position and market your business. You want to make sure that you've got a CPA on your team to help normalize your earnings and present very clear numbers to potential buyers. And then you want to make sure that you've got a franchise attorney to help you navigate the transfer terms and approvals. Remember, a successful exit isn't an afterthought. It's the result of a plan. And so when thinking about the exit, make sure you plan that from the start so that you're building the most valuable asset that you can. If you're ready to begin your franchise journey with a clear end game in sight, we're ready to help. Feel free to schedule a complimentary strategy session with one of our TPS consultants. We'd be happy to take you on your franchise journey. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day.